then Allah is not in need of the fasting of that person. Allah is not in need of his fasting. Allah doesn't need him to refrain from eating and drinking. In other words, his fasting is not accepted. Allahu Akbar. And that's a serious hadith. That's a huge hadith. So our greatest question now, how do we fast correctly? And in order to perfect our fasting and to fast correctly, there is another aspect of fasting. We need to also fast from three other things. I'll let you know what this is in the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And that is that Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah said, the fasting is of two types. There is a fasting of the stomach from eating, drinking, and the fasting of the private parts from desires and sexual relations. He said, this is the easy type of fasting. So many people avoid eating and drinking. They do this for diet reasons, for weight loss reasons, and that's not the biggest thing of fasting. He said, the second type of fasting, which is the much more difficult type of fasting, he said, the fasting of the limbs, the fasting of the eyes from the haram, the fasting of the ears from listening to al-haram, the fasting of the tongue, the fasting of the hands from typing al-haram and touching al-haram, and the fasting of the feet that you don't walk to al-haram. That is the fasting. That is what corrects your fasting. That alongside fasting from eating, drinking, and sexual relations, you must fast from three things as well. And they found in the hadith of the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam when he said, من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به والجهل فليس لله حاجة في أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, whoever doesn't give up on false speech, yani whoever doesn't fast from false speech, قول الزور, false speech, swearing, telling lies, backbite, slander, gossip. You see, people do this in the nights of Ramadan. They get together and they begin to backbite and slander and gossip and curse. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, whoever doesn't fast from evil speech, وَالْعَمَلَ بِهِ, and whoever doesn't fast from evil deeds, evil deeds. So evil deeds are the sins that are done by the eyes. Seeing al-haram, this is al-amal bih. Listening to al-haram, talking al-haram, all of this is al-amal bih. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam says, wal-jahl, and whoever doesn't fast from ignorance, then Allah is not in need of the fasting of that person. Allah is not in need of his fasting. Allah doesn't need him to refrain from eating and drinking. In other words, his fasting is not accepted. Allahu Akbar.